Yo, what's up? My name is iPhong and welcome back to Doki Doki Blue Skies. So in the previous episode, I end the first option to pick Yuri over Natsuki, which is I already picked Natsuki already, and then I'm gonna wrap that option up with picking Yuri. However, the overall characters that I picked is these girls. So I forgot to tell you guys about these things, and I just want to play this game all over at once by the time I was recording these videos, because this game is really long, and I also did the same things as this new character run as well. So yeah, I hope you guys can understand. For me, my real life is being harsh already, and I really need to actually trying to play at once, and then I have more time to edit, and then I have more time to take care of my private life, because honestly these games means a lot to me, but at the same time in my real life, on my private life, I've been full of stress, full of depression, so I always be careful playing these games. And yeah, this game is rated 13G, so if you have issue with your health, like both physically and mentally, please prepare for yourself, okay? So we're gonna go back and we're gonna show my poems to Sayori first. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. She's my girlfriend after all. Wow, iPhong, this is so good. Seriously, what is your first poem? It's not a good cheese. Seriously, it is. No, I had no idea you're such a good poet. It's kind of like the original game, isn't it? But as I remember, there will be different poems, and in the previous character runs, they like even have poems like talking straight right direct to you about what you could think about other characters as well. So man, so you overacting a little bit. It's really nothing special. Trust me, it is. How did you write it? What do you mean? Like what did you think about? Or wow, you wrote this. This gonna be sounds a bit weird by thought you. She gives me a privilege of display of very blush of cheeks. Me? Yeah, not like a weird way to say anything. Just thought them words and reminds me of you. I went along with that. It just felt kind of natural doing it that way, I guess. If it's work, it works. It looks like this girl really is the best place for you. Oh, don't forget. So far, my photo still seems fine. Yeah, let's go back to the game. It's like the best way for you. Yeah, I'm glad you like it, Sayori, because I'm not totally in over my head here. So next time, for a moment, not saying anything, there's a brief moment in our silence. Just Sayori, just slightly. Sorry. I'm just not used to seeing you around it, that's all. You're giving the club right bombs. It's lovely though. It just takes a little getting used to. Ah, yeah, that's understandable. I'd be surprised myself, to be honest. And I'm really started learning to press spacebar to move on with the dialogue rather than clicking to mouse right now. But clicking to mouse is just basically trying to move side to see what I'm reading. But sometimes I click my mouse once or twice already, just not even respond. So you know what, sometimes keyboard's better. I'm be surprised myself, to be honest. I enjoy it here so far. It's good to hear. Do you want to read my poem now? Not very good though. On one way to find out. and this actually the time that I really need to use mouse. It's the same thing. I want breakfast. This is something when you blow through my blinds in the morning. It makes me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me? Wish away a rainy day. Look, both the sky's blue. It's good, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm mad. I want breakfast. Yeah. Well, what do you think? Now skip button's been light up, so I guess I've been there before. In the first run, I hesitated as a sensor. It's not what that is a bad poem. It's quite illustrated. Just really inexperienced in poetry, especially feedback. It's really you. What's that supposed to mean? I think the poem is reminds me of you. Makes me feel like really good inside. Really. Yeah, I have no idea what to expect, as this is my first time reading poetry, but the way it was reading, I don't know. It feels really wholesome and cheery, like you are. I also really like the last time. Just your old people enjoy breakfast in the poems. Hey, I was saying when we wrote. Sarah stops looking immediately, as if she accidentally let someone sleep. Oh, so you wrote the poems this morning? No. Well, maybe. I forgot to write last night. Unless we know where your inspiration comes from. I suppose. Well, I suppose it sounds silly, but it works. Then it isn't silly. Either way, thanks for showing me your poem, Sayori. It was really good. I bet you think so. Anyway, next time I won't forget. Tomorrow our poems will be even better. How you do that? And I'm really worried about these two characters. Are they gonna fight again? Who I'm gonna pick? And yeah, also on the intro, I decided I'm not gonna show you how the game's game opens anymore, and I'm just gonna get straight into videos. This time the skip button is grayed out. What's it? Well, it's about what I expect from someone like you. It's good and a bad thing. I mean, it's just kind of average. Doesn't really evoke any emotion. It's kind of plain for your taste. As you follow your eyebrows on me. My taste? What is that supposed to mean, huh? Oh, nothing. Anyway, I guess I'll show you my poem now. Not like you like anything. Oh, that's that one new. That one is new. Sometimes, some folks are winners, some only lose, some are go-getters, some only lose. Sometimes we try hard, give it our all. And sometimes we give up what else we can do. Good one. Good poems, actually. I mean, what can we do when we give up? Nothing. So that's the reason why we don't give up. But it happens sometimes. I mean, that's a good poem because we also say sometimes as a really common word. And yeah. And the skip button slides up again. Because you had it. Actually, I like it. What? Don't just say good because I'm a girl. Be honest. Well, no, it has nothing to do with you being a girl. Generally like a poem. Really? Yeah, it's simple, but it's still pretty effective. Funny, someone gets it. People in high school think poetry has to be normal. It's so formal and vague. They don't realize that simple writing is just effective, not more. Reader shouldn't have to search for a meaning that's just stupid. Besides, the simple writing more impressive in wordplay. Like how I made most of the lines start with some. Yeah, I noticed that. I mean, that poem is maybe not new to you because you maybe already followed the route, but for me, it's maybe new to me. But the last couplets is some more powerful. Yet that is exactly what I was going for. But good job then. I didn't expect from youngest in the club, huh? Did ya? Yeah, guess not. But I still worry about you and these characters. Skip button's been grayed out again. You scans my poem with her eyes playing expression on face. So how is it? Sorry, As far as poetry goes, it isn't bad, but I'm not immensely impressed by it. He returns away shamefully. Didn't mean for that sounds blunt. Don't worry about it, I didn't take it that way. What makes you think that? And we back on the skip buttons being lights up. He stands up poems. Maybe past morning enough time for to finish reading. Is everything okay? Oh goodness, sorry. I know I want to convey, but I need to find the right words. Understand? Take your time. Okay, I think I know what to say. Do you have any prior writing experience? To be honest, not really. It's not obvious. And don't mean to be rude, but I guess that might be after reading through it. So is that bad? No. Did I raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we really have done it anyway. She seems to be incredibly introverted. It must take her a long time to warm up with new people. Don't worry about it, will start somewhere, right? What were you saying? I just noticed a few qualities consistent with newer writers shown on your poem. But stand out the most is that you try very hard to make structure of a poem on your own. And that's okay, but if this is the first poem you've written, it might be prudent to consider more traditional or structures, couplet, songless, haiku, and the like. God, there's so many types of poems. You're not confident in your writing style, so it will show in the piece. It's like Yuri is a totally different person once it gets going. It sounds like very confident. It stands tall and speaking clearly. Again, that's not your form. I think once you study poetic structure and a bit more, you'll be able to put together a truly form composition. Appreciate the feedback, Yuri. It sounds like you're well versed in something. You'll be okay if I took a look at what you've written. Goodness, of course. Let them know what you think. I'll be free to explain my process. Yuri smiles grimly as if I write poetry for her. It sounds kind of funny, though it's supposed to be a literature club. Okay, tumble. Hair falls down like discarded dust of overrushed emotion. The drank down blankets made of want. Instead, the stringer pierced my eyelids, barely painful, and pulls them shut. Ever so heavy, ever so heavy. I think I misplaced something. Is this piece missing? You need all the pieces to find something. Fix something. Please don't look for it. There are more important things for you to do today. Interesting. What is the important thing to do today? Sorry, my writing is a bit illegible. Once my attention in my page, I just keep my thoughts out. It's fine, Yuri. I was able to read just fine. I wasn't thinking that at all. Are you sure it still take you a while to read it? Well, I guess I don't see it as often. But it's really nice when you do. Your writing actually quite pretty. Is that so? I'm glad to think so. It made your poem stand out even more as well. I thought the handwriting fits your worst choice or vice versa. It wasn't too short, was it? I'm used to writing longer pieces, but since this is the first time we're sharing, I thought it would be easier to share. That makes sense. You mind telling me what this is about though? Not sure I understand. Sorry, I didn't mean to write something confusing. It's not that. I just want to be sure I'm reading it properly. I see. I suppose the cursory glance it might not be obvious. But what makes singing poetry magical is how to control an vivid image in your word. While on the surface it might just seem a bit out there, if you look a little deeper, you're able to find a deeper meaning hidden amongst the lines, compounded by the metaphors used. For example, the words in image in this poem are meant to be taken from face value. In actuality, it's supposed to represent the last remnants of something lost in the past and the sense of primitive longing that comes with it. That's pretty impressive when you put it that way. I haven't got that far. Thanks for the compliment. Hopefully during the time your understanding of poetry will grow, and these things will come to you naturally. I'll do my best. Thank you for sharing with me, Yuri. Of course. And which lead to this character left. Hi, iPhong. Have you been enjoying time here? Yeah, definitely. I probably sound like a broken record by now, but it was just Really welcoming, being really welcoming. Like, well, broken record isn't so bad when you play something so nice. I guess so. Anyway, since you knew everything, feel free to bring up any question or concern you might have. It's my duty as president to make sure everything is perfect. I have to say that you've been doing a good job on that already. Not that I ever have anything to complain about. Anyway, always open a new suggestion for club as well. So don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, keep that in mind. She said that, but it's gonna be a bit intimidating to try to criticize Monica of all people. I really don't think that there's going to be anything I need to speak out about either. One other girls would probably say something before I even needed to. And Natsuki definitely would. Now that's the other way, realization to me. Maybe I don't really have a choice in the matter, do I? Shouldn't be thinking like that. Yeah, I was just joking. I know. It's alright, iPhong. Again, I was probably gonna get over with you to share creative work on you just for dinner. Especially since the rest of us have a bit more experience than you do. That's an understatement. Don't worry though, we all do embarrassed today, you know. Don't think many people out there share their poetry on a regular basis. It's a sort of thing you get used to pretty quickly once you get over it. Yeah, that's true. I have my own poem over the side. Don't grade me too harshly. You'll be fine. Watching nervously as she quickly scans through my poem. Skip button grayed out. Interesting poem, iPhong. It has a very mellow, yet emotional feel to it. Didn't know you were in this with the feeling, iPhong. Can feel my cheeks growing hot at her teasing. You think? You don't need to feel embarrassed about this. Poetry is a very personal thing, so it's surprising to see you putting your own emotion down on paper. Actually, the poem reminds me of something you say you right. Really, how so? I mean, you and Siri are good friends, right? Shouldn't be too far-fetched for you two to write similarly. Well, I guess you could say we used to be good friends at least. Can you feel your power over the years, so it just surprised me that you could still have things like this in common. It's got to be a perfect opportunity to become closer again then, don't you think? I guess so. Anyway, much like yours, Siri embroidering tends to be a gentle feel to it. She often uses her word rarely mean that to her imagination to explore different emotions. Most of the time, I find she addresses happiness and sadness in equal amounts, creating a bittersweet tones. Well, that's kind of unexpected of her. Maybe she changed more throughout the years than I thought. I know, right? When you're someone so happy to enjoy pain and tragedy as well. You know, sometimes you sounds like Yuri when you talk about poetry. Really? Yeah, I guess you really like it, huh? You say that. You're really making me happy you get into poetry as well. Not pretty sure, right? For real though, feel free to explore different things and experiments. Maybe you find yourself writing in a way you never would have thought you would, just like Sarah does. Yeah, I'm sure I end up doing a lot of different things before I settle my own style. It would take me a while before I completely comfortable sharing my writings. That's perfectly fine. I'd probably be more surprised if you immediately started writing your own style. Skip back count again. Most people go through the same process that you're going through right now. So you think the best way to find the kind of style that suits you after all. Anyway, when you talk to everyone about it, naturally they'll be biased toward their own kind of styles. I don't know I am. Don't force yourself writing somewhere just because someone wants you to. So try to focus on what you want to do. You would ask me anytime though. Try to be as positive as possible when I talk to people about these topics. Thanks, I keep that in mind. So what's your writing theory today? Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Since you're a Shinokaijo. That's because I had some confidence. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. Always on duty as club president, right? Well, let's get to reading then. And the box. I say, but I don't believe. I love fingerprint. Measuring on the clean glass was me, because I was the one in the dark. I pound on the glass my prison. Why me if the pain chose me back? The understanding poured down like heavy rain. The game I really want to play though. It's all false. My heart on display is my life about the script, just playing away. The world out there had seems so bright, was so free, so many choices, so many potential. Maybe I could have I could have had a chance. And I realize now that there was never a choice. I was stuck in this box, and they on the other side chose for me. Why do I have feeling the box means the games, and Monica's stuck in the game world? So what do you think? I don't quite know how to say it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Definitely it's getting some kind of feeling for reading the poems, but I'm not sure how to read in the words. I can understand that. Just try to articulate it however you want. You can use metaphor aside preaching, no? When you put it like that, you know, I say it's kind of abstract. I don't think at least. Like, I can't quite tell what exactly you're talking about, but I saw. I can feel what the speaker's feeling. Yeah, I think that described my poem pretty well. Really? I don't have my metaphor. You probably hard pressed to find a poem without metaphor actually. Yeah, they pretty well cover in English class at least. Their ability to convey emotion and concepts into words and describing things as writer might never have experienced before. Find that very powerful. You write metaphor regularly, it allows the reader to focus on the emotion of the poem. This kind of opens it up for the reader to have their own interpretations. Something fascinating when people can diverge from the creator's original intent to find their own meaning in the world of art. Yeah, what's your original intent then? I think it would be more fun to try to figure it out myself. I don't know about this, because in the music industry you write lyrics and you also using metaphor a lot. And trying to figure about ourselves is fun actually, but most of us people just only enjoy the music. Man, this just makes me more curious now. Maybe I'll tell you one day. For now, here's Monica writing down of the day. So when you write a poem or anything for that matter, so get you a specific point. If you try to make it poem and you never make any progress. So the inspiring thing is just pause it so you get something down paper and tidy up later. Another thing about it is, if you give paint steps on no longer it's scale but without part of ink. Step more hand, just write forever in your heart. Isn't the same done? I get what you say though, but it's better to look back on your work with fresh eye after you've gotten something down. Sometimes. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Yeah, I had to read that part fast because we all know that it's gonna be sad. Thanks everyone. Going around the room that was surprisingly fun. Albeit a bit stressful. I already knew that I wouldn't be able to write to the quality of the girls. I tried my best. Everyone here is incredibly talented. Well, Olga at least, across the room, Sari and Monica are happily chatting again. Unless Yuri and Natsuki generally exchange sheet papers sharing the respective poems. As I watch, Natsuki breathes improve Yuri's poems, her eyes skipping over the words. Meanwhile, Yuri stares the paper in her hands, smiles sadly. Natsuki quickly hands Yuri her poems back. Yeah, I'm done. Already? It's not like it was super hard to read, it's not illiterate, you know. It was hard for me to understand this. Just want to make sure you got all the figurative language out, boy. Yeah, I did. It was fancy. Thanks. Oh, I believe you enjoy more if you look deeper into it. I enjoy playing it already. Anyway, are you finished with your poem then? And you're skilled. I mean, we talked about this already. I mean, some people don't realize that some people don't like to get someone else compliment too much. And yeah, most girls, I mean, they don't like to say that they're cute. And yeah, mental reason, cute. Didn't you learn anything about our conversation yesterday? Yuri looks sharp, regrets sipping into her expression. Still Bokas still holding her own prejudice. prejudice, despite whatever common ground they have. Sorry for really bad English. I mean, my English is not good actually. Okay, be cute. You're standing there thinking that I haven't read your poems, when it's really you who hasn't read my poems. It's simply about the push and pull between thinking I've been trying hard. I know that. It's just meant the language, I guess. Maybe you should look deeper into my poem because you use Thai language on purpose. I see. If I can make you a suggestion, these are more involved subjects matter that may better suit for more complex fiction. Our approach is deeper into the language. Look. I know you're trying to do, but you won't work for me. Sorry, but I don't quite understand. Writing this way doesn't make you look cool or smart, okay? Just make you look super pretentious. You run the terraces up next to you, you're just going to alienate everyone. Using all these big words here to make up for a lack of that. The poetry isn't about impressing people, so you can just stop. Holy crap! I stare wide-eyed at Monica and Sari, who have now also fallen in silence. I mean, Mr. I'm back at me, looking unsure what to do. I'm unsure too, I don't know what to pick this time. You think that they don't usually have many arguments in the club, or that the tension between Natsuki and Yuri this seems kind of high. Look at that. Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, I can give some suggestion now. Excuse me. I appreciate your offer, but I really must ask, what makes you believe that I said you advice more after you being so rude to me? Rude? It was just blunt, honestly. Do you ever consider that other people don't understand opinions to you? Yeah. What are you trying to say? Do I really need to spare it out for you? Yeah, you do. I want to see you really going on there. No irony. How dare you say it? Yuri gives a small laugh of disbelief. I must thank you, Natsuki. I've never been this angry in my life. Actually, giving me the courage to speak up. I mean, you can get angrier in as I remember in the first run, second run, third run, and then Natsuki messed up something really horrible to Yuri, and then Yuri comes to a point that she gets so mad that I put her in the thumbnails, and good grief. Is this why you're angry all the time? Guys, we shouldn't. This doesn't involve you. Sorry, please don't rub me my moment. So this is a moment to sign something? Strange things take pride in, don't you think? No, it's my moment to finally speak my mind. Why, I still have a strain too. Yuri! Natsuki, have you ever realized how selfish you are? Suddenly, Yuri seems to be overpowering everyone else in the room. What? Everything always needs you to go your way. You always jump to conclusion and make rational decisions without regarding the consequence. It's never your fault, is it? You don't know me. No, you don't know me either. You have just spoke as you know everything about me. I simply don't. The fact you don't think that your plan honestly is really rude, that just goes to show how narrow-minded you truly are. Seeing your moment very well, or they carry on, and then dripping from each word. I know it must be difficult to concept for you to understand. The whole world doesn't revolve around you and your manga. So tell me, why should I take advice from someone who can only see their own perspective? Everyone knows it. Monica, Sari, even iPhong. Don't you remember how hostile you were to iPhong when you first joined us? I wasn't being hostile. We haven't had any member in a long time. Sorry, not sorry for keeping my toes. That's how I talk to everyone, not just iPhong. I'm supposed to change my whole personality to gather how you think I should be. iPhong has a problem with my joke, you can tell me. Don't get to speak for him. Mary closes her eyes and shakes her head, carrying on as she didn't hear the others. You really expect a new member to be able to speak out easily. Not everyone is as unafraid of being a British cretins as you. What? And the rest of us were so excited to have a new member that did that thought and cross your mind. Like you just let your own selfish thought dictate behavior. Selfish, they weren't self. You couldn't scare them off, that might have been what you wanted, but about the rest of us? And what about the rest of us? I just didn't explain myself, God's sakes. But as for a user, you aren't listening. You know, for someone who's been ranting on how narrow-minded I am, you're pretty intolerant of yourself. Yeah, you speak words. Do I sound like Shakespeare yet? No. Am I worthy of attention now? Ouch, they cross out. Yikes. Also, Monica and Sarah didn't have any issue with me yesterday, just you. Of course, they didn't. Natsuki didn't say anything. Monica is too responsible and Sarah too kind. So why don't we ask iPhong then, the more unbiased data? Fine. iPhong who's right me on Yuri. How to get dragged in the first place, I don't even know getting decide this point. So I the first one started just talking about poetry, that's why I started out thinking after all, but it's not like good job ending quality. Given that I'm just a beginner, I don't think it would be fair for me to take insiders, especially since I'm new here. Maybe I should refer to what not readers. So of course that's going to be some cannot pick those two, right? So how about this character? I mean, we've been through both of them already. So I've been influenced by this about Yuri and Natsuki looking at me. While their hostility is an MMA, I still feel like I'm targeted by anger in their eyes. Guys, I got nervously as a beat of sweat trickles down my neck. I'm really not the best job for this at all. I'm new, so I'm painfully aware of how weak my words sound. Give the girls impressed. Wow, real happy you are. Natsuki. Let me guess, blah blah blah. You're so rude. You're broken record. Yuri, shut up. Yeah, you're finally realizing how insolent you are. Got there in the end. Well done. You're such a big. I mean, I don't raise my voice to call out, hey Sayori, you have something, or hey Monica, I have something, and let Sayori just jump in. Stop! You're all stunned into silence. I've never heard Sayori angry before, and even Natsuki looks taken aback. Immediately the anger on Sayori's face is replaced by a flood of tears, the anger of giving away the sadness. Guys, enough of this. Please, you're tearing apart these clubs. Please don't do this. I love this place so much and you guys are both my friend. I hate it when people fight. It's horrible. This place means so much to me. And I know it means a lot to you guys as well. So please can we start arguing over whose style is better? It doesn't even matter. You both unique and that's what counts. Yuri and Natsuki are both looking incredibly ashamed of themselves. Because neither of them expected that their argument would hurt Sayori so much. But once raging fire has been snuffed out, replaced with smoldering embers. Yuri like your simple style, Natsuki. It's so nice to sit down and read a poem that brings to life. I know the others do as well. Monica and I are not in earnest, doing a small smile on Natsuki's face. And Yuri are amazed at how complex and deep the poems are. Really in that. There's no need to argue over with each child's styles is better. Can't really compare them anyway. Depends on what mood you're in. She's right, guys. Sometimes you're just in the mood of something simple. Sometimes you might want something more complex. It's like music movie. People like very different things. You can't say that comedies is a genre better action, you know. It has appeals to different things. You wouldn't watch an action movie for the laugh, you know. Yeah. I mean, I did watch the Unsea Agent 00. I mean, that's what we mostly call in Vietnam. I mean, it's Johnny English, by the way, and it's action movies, but it doesn't mean it's full action. It has comedy as well, you know. And what the main protagonist said is alright. You don't watch action movie just for that. And you just have to have varieties and try to make movies or any product. It's not just only have one use, we also have another use too, you know. I look over Sayori and keep her reassuring smile. She returns with my motherly smile and wrapping her tears away. You said it, iPhong. Then she turns her face Yuri and Natsuki once more. Now both says some stuff really mean. You mean it. Neither of you narrow-minded. Although it would be nice if you could like each other's style a bit more. So can you try doing that for a little? Please for me, for the club. I can't help but laugh as she pulls her puppy dark eyes. Don't think she realized that time we used them. It's the right time to use them. Sure, why would I try? Yuri takes a deep breath, finally lifting her eyes on the floor. You're right, Sayori, I also make more of the effort. And Natsuki? What? Natsuki still looks quite defiant, asked her, expecting another insult from Yuri. I apologize for what I said just as its own merit. Natsuki blinks as thought a slap in the face. She clearly wasn't expecting an apology. It's fine, don't worry about his styles. That was her eyes, that was once more. I guess what I'm trying to say is you write pretty well. You shouldn't have said that stuff. Me neither. That was awful silent. That's much better, guys. Thank you for putting your difference aside. We all really appreciate it. I'm gonna make some tea. She rushes up and asks Natsuki wanders over the closet. Since when you know how to make tea, Sayori? Based on manga, she hasn't said a word throughout our whole argument, which surprised me. I should have been the one who said all that. Why didn't you then? I wish as a word left my mouth, they sounded more accusatory than would like. Well, I know I'm a little arrogant and I run this club, but I'm not greatest with people. I thought if she isn't great with people, how can she run the club? She must caught the confusion on my face as she has them to explain. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I'm fine with people, it's just that drama that I can't really deal with. Well, that's why you have Sayori, right? She's an excellent vice president, able to deal with conflict much better than I can. Which is pretty embarrassing, at least for me. That should have been my duty to deal with her. Don't blame you seriously, it was pretty rough to get involved. I could barely speak up. True, but that's not exactly the sort of thing that president should be able to deal with. Now, come on, Monica, don't see it like that. You and Sayori just have different strengths, that's all. I always thought of her as a little ditzy sometimes, but she definitely has a knack of social situations. Definitely, I'm very grateful to have her as a vice president control. And well, that Amber, you do a really good job running this place. I know that's a bit of early assessment, but you know, first impression is that so? She smiles smiling at me, causing my stomach to nod. You're kind of wrong. I'm glad Sayori brought you along to the club. I really do hope you stick around. Don't worry, I will. Monica seems like a genuine person, and she makes a great president. But regardless what she might think, hopefully I can be able to probably get to know her during the school years. Hey everyone! It's about time to last leave. I did you feel sharing poetry? I noticed she clearly that I was mentioning the arguments just to call her. It was a lot of fun. Some of them worth it. It's alright, well, mostly. What about you? I actually really enjoy myself. I seem to like expressing myself with poetry a lot more than initially thought. Everyone looked intently at me, just smiling at me. It was really good to see, getting to see everyone's different writing styles. That's awesome. In that case, we do the same thing tomorrow. Hopefully you'll learn something for us too. So your point will turn out even better. Yeah. Think to myself a bit as a beginning backup. Today I've managed to learn a little more about kinds of poems I would like. Any luck, I'll be able to learn more about it because as individual through the themes and message. Not myself turning to Sayori. Hey Sayori, ready for home? Sure. Okay, see you guys tomorrow then. As we leave the goblin, Sayori comes back to wave the girl at the sand. As she smiles and quickly looks away, acting like she doesn't care. Yuri outwardly smiles and nods. And as expected from the school idol, Monica gives a friendly glance and waves back. I mean, Monica is a cool idol too. I mean, for regional games, yeah. Sayori, what about what happened earlier? What did you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, I remember you told me yesterday that it's sometimes bigger, but all the arguments normally that bad. I feel a little guilty as I ask her, as I know she doesn't like talking about conflicts. There's a slight dip in the chilliness of the girls as she replies. No, they have a difference, but it's the first time I've ever seen a fight like that. They're both wonderful people, I promise. You don't hate them or anything, do you? Oh no, Just only normal for people to argue, I guess. Just curious. After all, you know them better than I do. See you next time on Relief Side. You know, iPhong, it's been so nice seeing you again. I didn't really think you'd get to spend much time with us. Not again. Jesus Christ, neighborhood, man. Good God. Yeah, tell me about it. It's been really fun hanging out again. I don't really know when we started tripping or why. Guess it was just like coming between us. So now it's looking a little reflective. Still, I'm glad you let me join the club. I'm not going to lie. At first I was a bit doubtful when you told me it was about literature. But hey, I guess it just shows that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. She giggles and Ron. Yeah, is this something funny? Hey, nice pun. Did you even realize that's new because the script buttons is grayed out? Ha, pun. You mean about book comment? Oh, this is a literature club. She's like, looks like a club's really starting to wrap up me, isn't it? Theory might be known as a bit of airhead, but sometimes you can really notice things that others don't. I wonder what it's really like inside her head. You haven't changed at all, iPhong. You always knew how to make me laugh. Most likely. I never really know how to react to that compliments, especially when it comes down to someone to the opposite gender. I'm glad I'm still able to do that. I'll be honest though, I didn't think it would make so many new friends by joining the club. And they're a really nice bunch, I'm not surprised. Yeah, bring one welcome. She nods contentedly. Anyway, let's see what the future holds. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, see you tomorrow. These girls are all interesting characters, aren't they? Different personalities and varieties of writing style. Yet they're all united under the same clubs. I really wonder how much about all of them. Just today, I feel like I made progress with each member. Getting to know Yuri and Natsuki actually gained Monica a little bit. Of course, reuniting with our old friend. I never would have guessed this would all come to joining the class, but hey, I'm not complaining. So far, my brain improves over time so I can reference this and more like this. Speaking of which, there's work to be done tonight. Doing the same thing. Let's do this. Doing the same thing. To write the poem. Okay. What should I write for the next day? I mean, we all know, right? Full characters route. Okay, how about depressions? That's what I mostly feel of cameras. Horace is Yuri, maybe. Man, let's try to choose something that is not complex words. Jesus Christ. That is obviously these characters. How about this? Nope. Passion, definitely hers. And trying to get imagination is for Yuri's. And I think summer is gonna be, yeah, I remember it's gonna be Natsuki. No? Yeah, that's important to her. Crowds, nope. I mean, I'm really suspicious about photographs. It's a complex word to be fit for Yuri. My god. Last pick. Which one's gonna be? Okay, I don't know if I do it right though. So a few days ago, I never would have done a forward reaction character so much. Here I am back on our club meeting anticipating new antics for everybody. You just see always me as step club room. Hi iPhong. Hey Sayori. Looks like you're in good mood today. Just not easy with you being in club, that's all. Is that so? Well, it's nice to see you so cheery. Anyway, what's new? Oh, I got some sign news. Hey, what's up? Did you know that the student store sells more brand of strawberry milk now? Yeah. Software passing on my way here. I assume no better when I expect actual news from Siri. I don't think I tried it yet, and I'm sure it's usually too sweet for me. What? Just gravy made of bread. Siri cookie kit. You could eat a packet of raw sugar and you still say it's not sweet enough. Hey, that's an exaggeration. Seriously though, it goes really well with bread. Milk sweet, but it still has that unique hot strawberry flavors at least by riches of milk. When you pair with that fresh bread, the sweetness spread out even more so that it has just the right amount of flavors. Wow, when did you become Gordon Ramsay? Nope. Really? Yeah, with that lamb sauce meme. I mean, I'm really curious. I mean, we all know Gordon Ramsay has the meme of every time when people are cooking something awful. And then I don't know, there's another of his memes, and which I don't usually get, but still it's interesting though. I'm full expert, so you judge me for. You should judge me on this. I mean, given how many snacks you eat every day, I don't that know well. I'm gonna take that as compliment with meaning. So I'm meaning of giving compliments in life, yes. Sorry, man, for goodness. Anyway, are you hungry right now? Talking about food always makes me hungry. I thought you mentioned it maybe later. Wait, let's go to still start my snack together then. Now I see what she blames at. Raise an eyebrow and say we notice. My iPhone, why you look at me like that? But Siri, I have nothing suspicion that you're only trying to convince me to come because you don't have any money. Just wanted me to buy your snack. Well, I would never do that. Oh really? Let's see your purse. Your purse? Let's see it. Siri snaps outwardly as she pulls out the purse. She opens it and dumps it constantly into the bags. Two small goals for now. This little ruse might actually works has Siri up for me numerous times when we were younger. The amount of times she managed to trick me into buying another ice cream. Guess something never changed. Nice try, Siri. No, wait, how did you know? Now, when you like know, let's just go your intuition. The response is stick a tongue at me, typical. Yuri suddenly giggles. Didn't notice she was eavesdropping. Looking over in her direction, I catch her picking over the top of books. I wasn't listening to anything. It's just something in my book. Yuri, tell everyone to let me borrow some money. That's not my business, Siri. Isai, you should only buy what you get responsibility for. Simple to manipulate people into doing or buying things for you. Isn't that a little harsh? I'm only messing around with Siri after all. I just didn't mean that. That came out much harsher than I intended. Sorry, I will. Yuri blushes in embarrassment, looking away from us while playing with the stain on her hair. I apologize for being acting lately. It looks like she still might be ashamed of how she acted yesterday. You know, it's okay to be honest sometimes. She always keep things about you yourself. Yes, there's no way you could think that after. You're right though. I shouldn't trick young people into buying these things. Funny how you think yourself didn't see it that way. You let out a small laugh, covering her mouth with her hand, and even the way she laughs is just on purpose. It seems mischievous behavior something you seriously display as a child then. Oh yeah, I thought back and fell for it, then time and time again, you wouldn't believe how much candy a Sarah managed to come con me out. Well, don't make me so I was to be sneaky, iPhong. One of those candies were so good. Surprise Sarah is coming from you. I guess there's the mid-devil inside all of us, isn't there? What's going on here? Well, nothing much area here is just up to mischief. Oh, yeah, she's trying to trick me into buying a snack. Hey, that's not true. I guess widely it turns to me. I'm assuming this isn't the first time. Yeah, you'll be right. You're saying a little chocolate there where everyone says Siri does. Obviously because Siri being tricked. Hey, you guys are being mean. Okay, we're sorry. You didn't bring this upon yourself. Yeah, I know. But in my defense, I'm really hungry. Well, Natsuki chimes in. If you're really that hungry, you can have this if you want. She offers a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. The Sayori immediately snatches it out of her hands. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. It's a food, not toy. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrappers and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hand over her mouth. I beat my tongue. You're going through just one cookie a lot though. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. That's right. Jeez, beggars can be choosers. You're a chocolate. Yeah, what do you think? I'll give you that one. Fine. So I'm really happy you shared this one with me. But she still wants. Sayori gets out of her seat and comes behind Natsuki and wraps her arm around her. Jeez. Get it, I get it. Vicky still hangs Natsuki and reaches out and nudges Sayori over her. And unfortunately, Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki cookie. Hey, you Sayori just do that? Malfoy Sayori just away to safely. Sayori, Natsuki, and I laugh as well. Jeez, you just kiss sometimes. You can tell Sayori taking my stuff. Sayori, you know you shouldn't do something like that without permission. Let me just go, Sayori. I know. I'm sorry, Natsuki. You're so good. Hey, everyone but Natsuki chuckle. This thing happens a lot, Monica. I think too much, to be honest. Don't worry, it's all good fun. Good fun teasing each other time, not stealing food. Calm down, no big deal. Natsuki's passing the seat. Everyone comes down and quickly returns to normal activity. Sayori has already managed to finish the entire cookie. God dang it, Sayori. Meanwhile, Natsuki is gathering heads to class and Yuri already passing on books. iPhong. Yep. Keep on being ready out. She suddenly comes up with me. I need to get some stuff for another classroom. They come with me. Stuff. You know how the festival is right at that corner. I think I was going to make some poster to advertise it. So we need to get some crayon and markers and glow sticks, that kind of stuff. Alright. Yeah, come with you. Yay! You can be back real soon, Monica. You seem quite excited about this, Sayori. Of course, it's so much fun exploring an empty classroom, isn't that right, iPhong? Monica laughs and nods. Let's just don't forget poster paper. I want. Ready, iPhong? Let's go. Sorry, I actually got room for behind us to skip around hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Everything is like an adventure to her. Hey Sayori, what is that you're doing for a festival anyway? Not sure how you making an event out of literature. We're gonna have a plan out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're going to do poetry performance. Performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns stage. And recite the favorite poems. That sounds. Well, not exactly boring, but will people be that interested? iPhong, you're not thinking about the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you say the nice poem like, "In my feet, the last will make me fly back on me. Just stand, freeing it from screen roots. Caressing final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what else have I summoned these joys? For now, when I look every direction, once prosperous sphere before me is but a barren wasteland." Like that. Sayori, I had no idea what you had that in you. What do you mean? I just never heard you talk like that before. No, it's not a bad thing. This was really good. It was a big contrast from your puppy self. So Yuri and Monica would really appreciate too. You're looking super hot on that poem, so it's good to know that you liked it. And say for your festival, not just because we get it, you know, so, like Natsuki said. Hey Minnie, no, not because of that. That's the problem is. Yeah, when this guy's room is empty. Then we find what we need here. Start mission. Strange choice of word of someone going to a classroom. Get all supplies. Hey, that's Sayori in a nutshell, in her own little world. Her childlike enthusiasm is infectious and brings out special feeling I forgot I had in me. Some kind of innocence and sadness of wonder where even the most modern of tasks are quest when walking down the classroom on a magical journey. Join us in the classroom. Sayori heads straight into a closet and follow. See what we have in here. Crayons. Got a gadget crayon. Sayori pulls a box full of crayons in a shelf. They're best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. I mean, most schools using old stuff. I mean, they need to update things, you know. Sayori starts pouring various crayons out of box and reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. I still need to find. Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. I'm fine. Can you move over so I can look over across the paper? I've trembled one by accident. Yeah. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into a shell. She falls to the floor and crayons spill over her laps. Ow. Now white out. Sayori, are you okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. What happened? Did you carry a bruise up? No, nothing. I just bumped it. Gee, Sayori, you really had me worried for a second there. Can't help but make a chuckle. These just typical things happen to Sayori. Clumsy. I mean, Sayori, when you drop a crayon, I mean, when you maybe, who knows, getting something on the high grounds, and then you really need someone who's in charge in the low ground to help to pick it up. It's almost like you got clumsy written across her forehead, which fittingly enough is where she has herself. Hey, why are you laughing, you meanie? I'm so sorry, I'm not laughing at you or anything. This is so typical of you. What's that mean to me? Nothing, let me see your forehead. Sayori is sitting on the floor. I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. Have to move her hands, Sayori. But it hurts. I'll be gentle, I promise it won't hurt. Sayori release her hand from her forehead. I mean, yeah, you can see the chair at the back. I mean, once you get something high above, and you drop something down, you don't need to go pick it up. You're gonna hurt yourself. You need to ask someone. The chimney pressed a bang to the side. Ow, sorry. There's a huge tremor on the center of her forehead. But it's starting to fall as well. Don't worry, it's not that bad. It really hurt. Her whimpering triggers really strong protective instinct I didn't know I had. I'll give you some ice. I'll keep the swing down and it should release a bit of pain. Just stay here, okay? I'll be back as soon as I can. Actually, where I find some ice? iPhong 10. I got your cold drink should do a trick. Are you sure? Not as effective, but yeah. You don't have to, but I think I make a great unicorn. No, don't. Everyone saying we're playing silly, makes silly jokes. I'm sure you make great unicorn, but I think you prefer you as a human. Unicorn is too cool though. Don't, okay? Anyway, I'll be right back, okay? Alright. Okay. I pass Sayori on the shoulder and run out the hallway. I look at the nearest vending machine. Check it. Guess it doesn't really matter because she won't be drinking it. I know Sayori, but I got to choose, so I proceed that one. In just a moment, I already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and using her other hand to constantly scoop crayons back to the box. I mean, if you still stay focused on the games, I mean, there's reflection down there too, which is really nice detail. Honestly, some people just basically just enjoy the games and may get annoyed at me talking about the visual of the games. But honestly, come on. Yeah, constantly scooping back their box. At least it was stay in the wrong spot, so I spilled them. Here you go. I hand Sarah a bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sarah opens the can to start drinking from it. Sarah, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. Well, how did you hit your head? Sarah places the bottle against upon her head. Immediately, her laughter subsides. I am placed by a glass of paint. It stings. I know, I'm sorry. It feel better soon. So I promise. If it stings, it works. It looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so it's good. Hey, iPhong. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like you usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I wouldn't get myself hurt. I'd fall and scream myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. You would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know. I remember those days. You were always so clumsy, and I guess not so much has changed. I did deliberately, you know, raise an eyebrow. I always wanted to be a unicorn. Don't, okay? Has to be perhaps the least believable excuse I have in a while. Okay, I guess I never really been a graceful side. I did always feel bad whenever I got hurt when we played together. I should have been more mindful of what you could and couldn't do. I guess it's the same here. If I hadn't rushed you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hurt yourself. Ma was right. She called me after you got hurt. Always telling me I had to be more careful around you. iPhone, don't feel bad about it. It's my own fault for being so clumsy. Besides, even if I got hurt, those times are still my favorite memories of us. Just so made me realize how helpful you are. I wasn't really helpful you at all. I just got you hurt. No, that's not what I mean. You're always looking out for me. Even after all these years, you always rush to help me. No matter what the situation, you're always there to reassure me and make me feel safe. I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. Just around you. It feels natural, I guess. I just do it subconsciously before I even know it. I treat you like that. Guess it's what happened when you've been friends for so long. Don't know if I told you about this before, but I'm really grateful for your friend iPhong. I kind of miss you over the years. Like, we used to hang out a lot. I was surprised when you approached me the other day. I wasn't sure what to make it all at first. But as we got to hang out in clubs, share homes, and walk homes, I realized that nothing had really changed. Do you think we'd be like this forever, iPhong? As much as I want to say yeah, but there's no telling how life would be for us during college or even afterwards. Still, I can be positive though. Sure, I sure hope so, Sayori. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. We haven't really talked in years. Then when we do, it's just like nothing really changed. I think I read somewhere that the signs of friendship that's built to last. So here's hoping. Hope so too. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. Who would have guessed that such a simple action to get some crayons wouldn't have resulted in such a heartfelt moment? Thinking with Sayori it's impossible to tell. Anyway, I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, Good enough with that. She can't see you for it anyway. Not even high under my leg. Sarah hops to my feet. It's too heavy. She clutches her forehead again. Sorry. Don't stand so fast after you hurt yourself. Sorry. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sarah plays with her bangs to try to hide her bumps, but without any success. In a moment, we made it back to the clubroom. You're back. Good timing, I was just about ready to start restoring the problems. But seriously, your forehead. I was playing with the crayon and smacked my forehead in a shell. Are you okay, Sari? Yeah, fine. I forgot my initial gold drink. Okay, I'm glad you're great, Siri. You get everything you need. You have it like, eh? Siri frantically glanced around sale. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Siri. I have all right here. Found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work I found. Oh, where's Siri? I failed to come up with an excuse for Siri. The adventure? Yeah, that. Okay. Any case, cool. I start working on the poster tonight. Thanks, you too. Okay, now, are you ready for share poems? Yes, I should got mine. After making sure green boxes closed tightly, I return my seats. And this time, I'm gonna continue sharing poems with Siri first. iPhong, the poem is seriously amazing. I can't believe you never told me how good poet you are. Siri, I'm really not that great. You're the only one who likes my poem this much. Really? I guess I'll be honest with you. I find it easier to write poem when I'm thinking about our memories together. Eh? Really? Sounds a bit strange, doesn't it? I never laughed, noticing the blush that scrape up on Siri's cheeks. I don't know. I feel like my life's kinda boring. Like whatever happens in this, it's just really that. Where is with you? Whenever I look back on the memories, everything seems to be such an adventure whenever you were around. Like when we went exploring in that forest near our house age ago. You make it seems like it was an exciting adventure, kind of like we were both archaeologists or something. Whereas if I were there myself, I just think about going straight forest. Glanced over at Siri, she has far away on her face, wearing a wistful smile. Yeah, I remember that. It was convincing there was looking for wood straws out there. That was exactly what I need. You got such a vivid imagination. I guess I can tap your imagination whenever I'm thinking about you. We have this sort of connection. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's still there, even after all these years. I think I still understand what you mean. And as a favor of you, I found. What's up? Yeah, keep this poem already. And yeah, I do remember us when you pick an option up not to ignore things in this game. It's actually change the subject, so which is actually really good. You actually keep the conversation going instead of just staying silent. And honestly, when in the original games, it just series hesitate me way a lot. And now this time we're just talking like a normal person now. But already, this is the first time you read something for me. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude or anything, but I think right for you. Okay, can give it. Still don't think my poetry skills is anything special. Yeah, I can have it? Yay! Thank you. Hold on, Siri. Not everyone has to read my poems yet, so I think it'd be unfair to give you my poem right now. Oh, that's true. Should have thought the other first. It's fine. I get that you just decided. I'll give it to you later, okay? Okay. Anyway, still need to read yours. Oh, I totally forgot. It's nowhere near as good as yours though. Sure, I like it. And it's the same. Happy thought, happy thought, happy thought. Bottles, I bought myself like a little cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams, either my ball of sunshine or rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumbs and forefingers and pluck the one out. It's warm and tingly. There's no time to waste. I put my mother to do the same. And I put the bottle in the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thought is important all in the cup. My condition makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle started to make a man. Sometimes my friends sing right. My dad goes about it every day. Now that I'm more dreams, friends of the friends my bottles. Even deeper my fingers go like it's when darker is covering secret hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging, screaming and scrapings. I blow the dust on my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like times elapse. My empty shells just use more. My friends looking through my unlocked front door. Finally, open income my friends, and they come in such a hurry, really want about it that much. Frantically put them from the shell one after another, holding them out near to each and every friends, each and every bottles. Every time I let go, it shadows against between my feet. Happy time, it shouts all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends. My friends were all smiling. They're all shouting, greeting something by. All I hear is echo inside my head. Yeah, that's when you think something's went wrong. But I don't know about this model. Well, sorry, and the skip buttons light up again. Didn't expect that at all. You really like this? Of course I did. Remember I celebrated the best poem ever yesterday. Yeah, here he is. After all, Monica has taught me a lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. So that's why this poem's about. That's what the poem's about. I suppose this much are obvious, and like you raise Monica poems, very relatively simple to figure out. So I interpreted this correctly. You are basically doing everything you can to keep your friends happy. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, I really enjoy writing this one, just getting your thoughts out into paper and turning them into a poem like magic. Anyway, the thing is amazing, you should be really proud of it. Thank you, iPhong, that means I didn't think that good though. That's great, seriously. I can't help but notice that the latter half of the poem is quite cheery. I find something alarming, a very dark contrast with cheeriness and mystery salary. Useless concern. I thought maybe I'm looking into it too much, but the end of the poem is pretty dark. And you're saying you've been in touch with feeling recently, so I'm just checking everything okay? Of course, silly. Forgot to tell you, I really like writing about bittersweet stuff. Stuff that isn't just happy or just sad. It's just true. And this poem shows what I mean. It's just my writing style. It's because it doesn't look full of sunshine, but it's just deep inside you, it's just full of darkness. Okay, thanks for saying, I guess. Well, either way, I'm glad you're enjoying writing so much. I hope you keep this up. Good to have Bobby. Of course, I hope you'll also stick with it. So I look forward to seeing all of us write in the future. There are no characters there, but just from seeing passion silly eyes, it's hard the best mistake. And it just, you know what, let's start from up to down this time. And well, not bad, but not good. Honestly, it's just like the first poem. Yeah, I'm gonna try to write it like the first one. Although I did attempt to make it a little bit better. Well, mission accomplished, I guess. Well, still something as that last time. Try to make it more creative, just kind of plain as it is. Noted. Oh yeah, I should probably show you mine. Yeah. And I don't get it. Wait, oh yeah, I remember these poems. You roasting Yuri. Imagine it's gonna be a fast reader. I'm gonna be reading this. I don't care why people behave on my program. They acting like a dumb and waste my time. I do this free words, deep subject type, without what you want, just give a new word. Also, you can tell me if you had a problem, just give me a structure and things will be awesome. I'd like to tell you what I've read of the big for there's number stars my old books network. My poems may be simple but often circle words, but some can be found in such mercy and orders. Not all poems can be as complex as you like. If you think otherwise, you can go as a hike. Take a hike. But Barky or the edited too as some read for fun, I guess unlike you. And let us just go and enjoy what is written. If you like it, our time is given. But give things a chance. You might find something nice, but just open your mind. That will suffice. Well, I try my best. I mean, for those audience who are rappers out there, you really need to attempt this. So what do you think? I mean, well written at least. I'm not sure how I should confront Natsuki about this. She said that she held a crush on yesterday would be a misstatement. God forbid you receive a poem. Oh, well, that's a given. Yeah, you should say that I was a buyer. I really felt good about these lines, which is amazing emotional and more outlet, you know. Anyway, I can't really show you this poem. Wait, hold on. What? That's you really think that showing her poem is a good idea? You're really going to add her throat to this. Don't you think that you should work out usually with her face to face, don't need to do something indirectly? Yeah, but she never tried to sit in my way, so was shy. I think that's the wrong way to go about this. Relationship are two-way street, but people have to work things right. If you try to be a bigger person and try to talk about it first, I already know that she's not try. She's not going to try. She just always so preoccupied with looking complicated and smart. Oh, so that's the reason why the game decided not to choose over Yuri and Natsuki, but chose Monica and Sayuri instead. It's clear to me that she doesn't care if anyone can understand her, including me. You can understand her if you don't even try. She might speak using a more complex vocabulary, but she may have mannerisms that seem strange to you. But for what I see, both use more similar than you you might think. That's why you choosing book-based cover right now. Very whatever. You can't hold this scrub forever, you know. I mean, you can't hate these people forever. But however, there's some country they actually do. You can actually roast the celebrity for life. That's the really sad thing to see. And dang, nobody wants that. At least the thing Monica and Sayori. Fine, I won't show you reading my poems. Are you happy? I won't be happy until when you try to talk to her. She's not going to bite, Natsuki. Alright, I get it. Try to talk to her sometimes. Things you're gonna do with brow. Shut it. Man, now I have to hide this problem away. Very hard on it, you know. And, you know, I feel bad for you, but it's just for the best. I mean, yeah, I will see the skip buttons and be great at it, man. You could easily turn the energy always towards for more positive things, right? I guess so. I'm just frustrated by my poor message, Mr. Mark, this time. You should always try to make something people can take the message away from. Remember that? Anyway, I'm gonna write a good one tomorrow, so just wait. And just going up or down. Let me take a little piece today. I must say I like this one for a fair bit more than yesterday's. Even this early, just gets improving remarkably. Really? Thanks, Yuri. That means a lot. I know how much you care about these sort of things. It's really no trouble. I know sometimes writing can be a daunting task, so don't be too concerned if things don't always work out. Pushing the boundary in poetry can be great things. Metaphor might seem complicated sometimes, but don't stress out too much. That's true. I mean, don't use too much metaphor. I mean, something too much is not a good idea. But of course, you want to choose image and you want to capture a message and get across. I think the first thing comes to my mind to creators. Even if the metaphor doesn't seem to make sense, the first your reader to think about something you wouldn't have normally. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's very intimate exercise. I see. I think I might give that a go in my next poem. Thank you for sharing that with me, Yuri. If you like to see an example for that, if you need something that captures the essence, sure, I'd love to take a look. It's something that you've written, I'm sure it for me. Yuri smiled sadly, handing me her poem. This is a whimsical tiny curse friend. They sleep along on my amber bookend, dreaming about a sanguine day, where mirrored, slender lampposts play. She beckoned me, her hand extends, her piercing pupils readily rent. Oh God. I mean, I've tried to read, man. A zero channel beat and twist consciously help about the list. However, she finds her advanced some always gradually, always stunned, never able to draw the lines across my arms. She never danced. Perhaps it would be for the best if I lay her down to rest while I haven't given in to painful bleeding from within. I think that might be smart to save the song from fumbling hearts. Unless tears makes drizzly falls and answering your violence were blood. Oh, I tried to read, man. I mean, sorry, Yuri. I mean, I tried to read. I feel a bit guilty yesterday arguing with Natsuki. I wanted to experience my style a bit more. Hopefully it's not confusing. No, it's fine even if it's a bit more effort than yesterday, I still like it. Noticing a lot more symbolism as well. I don't want to assume anything, but towards this poem, I'm not sure how to describe it. Yes. I really wanted to take some my ability in creative expression. Didn't want to go too far. Did I? I didn't go too far, did I? No, it's really good. I just don't know if I'm good enough at this to deduce the meaning. I have to explain it. I say it's about closely guarded secrets. I imagine everyone has a little something like that, something they forced to give themselves a fear of ridicule. It's nice to be able to write about that sort of thing every now and then. It's something you enjoy doing, shouldn't you grab a bit more? Well, it is not that simple. It's something uncomfortable talking about. I'm not sure people will understand. If anyone wanting to find out about it, well, I guess as long as it's not hurting anyone, people shouldn't cry. Do you think so? Sorry, I just was thinking of something. It's a good point though. Best I can do is try to embrace my own weakness, right? Otherwise, I think I'd hate myself. Sorry if I keep it too long. Thank you for allowing me to ramble. That's all the way. Skip buttons being grayed out. Jesus, Yuri, I didn't expect you to feel down like that. All the way. Hi again, iPhong. I'm just thinking Ghost been doing so well. Same answer as yesterday. That's nice to hear. So how's Ryan going? Alright, I guess. He's alright. Now I guess I should say that I recognize my work and brought new color to my previously lifeless life. When I say that, but the club, not in the poetry, really has made my day more interesting. Okay, get it with the sarcasm and stuff. At least you're not hating it though, right? Nah, it has been an interesting experience at least. Gives me a new hobby to do. I'm happy that you're applying yourself at least. Maybe soon you'll come up with masterpiece. I wouldn't count that. You never know. Want to share what you worked today? Sure, here we go. I give my poems to Micah. Reaction this time? Alright, I guess you put some good effort there. It's very sincere poem once again, but it's similar to serious poetry. You must have more in common with her thing. Maybe. It's easier to write about my heart when I'm thinking about nostalgic things. So that may be it. I'm writing poetry by wearing rose tinted glasses. Well, it's not like I do it intentionally. That's just how my brain works. I mean, even if you did, there's nothing wrong with that. Poetry can be seen another way to express your inner emotion. Wait, that you can use when ordinary prose can't quite describe what's in your mind. So writing about how your long lost childhood friend makes you feel it's just as valid as, say, writing about how the human condition is inherently full of conflict. I'm guessing that the latter is more of a Yuri poem. Liking that, but actually a style series could still fit with themes just as well. Really, how do you figure? Well, first off, have you ever heard of Robert Frost? No. I think I have, probably in English class somewhere. Wouldn't be surprised if you learn by him in class. He's an incredibly famous American poet after all. Anyway, it's easy to recognize his poetry since he always used classic meters and tons of monologues and dialogues. He was also pretty fond of themes centering around nature and humor. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that doesn't really sound anything like serious poetry. No, you're actually right. She doesn't have a lyricism that Frost has, and not too many themes intersect. I guess that the modern day poetry strikes me as similar. Both of them are writing incredibly sincere and powerful poems, even though they aren't mind-bogglingly complex or anything. And although the poem seems to be about one thing at first, with another read through, you might find there is actually deeper meaning behind the words. It just sounds a bit more like savory poetry. Is she really that deep? I think you shouldn't underestimate theory. But why don't you ask someone not to look into poetry, then you see what I mean? Alright. I'll talk to her about it sometimes. But in the meantime, you want to show me your poem now? I think it's about time to let your poem shine. Sure thing, iPhong. I like the way this one turns out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Okay, this one seems interesting. Why did you broke already? Pressurized I wrote there in vast hollow emptiness lost seems more grandiose and overwhelming again. Does not creeping meandering along in endless void. But then I realized my eyes open bloodshot, my mouth open gasping for breath in this crushing, suppressing, restraining, boundless, everlasting, suffocating for a vacuum and torment. Atmosphere Pascal told, screaming with no mouth, stretching, restraining, unrelenting, always with no nails, disintegrating enough, suffocating poem of absence. Why you broke already, Monica? Something wrong, isn't it? It's even more shocking than the last one, huh? Really a free-from to that's what you call it. Guess it's just whatever. I'm sorry you don't like it. I never said that. It's just kind of thing I've never seen before, I guess. The girls don't do stuff nearly as much as you, at least. Yeah, you could say that they are being more traditional when it comes to data structure. But I kind of like playing with my space on the paper, choosing where and how the space will work totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feels like they're trying to speak over the noise. It fragments everything and leaves a dissonant tone with the reader. I see. Guess there's another thing you can do with poetry. Definitely poetry is very much of an art form. You meant to grab poems using never before seen combination of words to interpret the world around you. You really love poetry, huh? Maybe you should write a poem about poetry someday. That's not a bad idea. Anyway, it's still hard for me to tell what poem's about. Sometimes asking what poems is about isn't the right question. Poem can be abstract as physical expression of a feeling, or composition with a reader. To put it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica writing a theory today. You want to be a safe game? Okay, that's a different one. Are you able to share about writing because you're afraid that's not good? Now we all had experience that at this point with the poetry discussion and all, but it can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put much into. If you find other people who enjoy writing though, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they want you to focus more on everything that went into it and things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way and it will make you more to continue improving. That definitely is more helpful than you criticism and feedback rather than just empty words. I guess I really hit the monologue with the literature clubs. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. And yeah, you don't succeed alone, okay? You need someone to actually check out your work, okay? Okay, Mina, we all done reading each other poems, right? Actually, and that's again I haven't shared yet. I can feel the storm coming on. Very hesitantly approached Natsuki, who is meeting her eyes. Doesn't mean Natsuki poems today is no wonder that she doesn't want to share Yuri. Okay, at home. Judging by Monica's theory and just expression, they seem to be thinking about. Along the same lines I am, you practically see Natsuki swaying peoples. Meanwhile, Yuri appears to be pleasantly unaware of the situation. I convinced Natsuki to reconcile with Yuri, but if she sees Natsuki poems, well, it's all over. That's it, this fruit. So Natsuki, by me. How about we do this tomorrow instead? I'm not feeling well. It's my time to the month. I can practically see Monika's eternally face-palming. And Natsuki must have forgotten that the girl is an old girl anymore. That's so. Sorry, it must be an isolated territory. And you can't even share your poems today. You don't need to apologize, not a phone. You can definitely share tomorrow. Even if you are very eager now to share on, would you like to say mine? Just tell them that you forgot. Am I very without thinking about argument the other day? Suppose that I want to show you I'm more open-minded than I may have appeared. That's a way of repenting. I know that is not much, but hopefully I can contribute to a reconciliation between us. Although we may have disagreement, I would like to consider you as a friend. Friends forgive each other. I'm sorry, presumptuous of me to say. No, it's not presumptuous of you to say that. Because I'd like to consider our friend too, so we can have that problem then. With a shy smile, Yuri hands the steel papers to hand over to Natsuki. Natsuki reads upon her eyes widen. You're writing using ramen and stuff like me? You could say that you convince me to practice adding more this season in my poetry. Natsuki looks like she speaks English for once. This Yuri is awesome. There's really no need to thank me. I'm really glad that I got to know you. I definitely have something to knock your socks off tomorrow. And I'll be looking forward to that. We're hoping that you feel better tomorrow as well, so that you could share your works with me then. Yeah, of course, those surprises and half a boy. I'm really glad that Natsuki and Yuri worked things out, and it seems that Monica and Siri feel the same way. It's good to see everyone getting along. I haven't done saying though. I have something to discuss with you all. There's a great opportunity to expense thing for that's coming up. The bar festival. You say that? Are we have to redo something? Yeah. It's only in a few days, so it's not like we are able to come up with anything good. Yes, that's something I'm concerned about as well. It's just a little time left to prepare, that we'll be able to put together anything great enough to extend new members. Yeah, we just end up embarrassing ourselves. Oh, don't worry about that. It's going to keep it simple, okay? That just makes me think. The next option, whoever I'm gonna pick, I'm just gonna pick them between Monica and somebody, I don't know. That's gonna be tough later on. Even though, yeah. Any more than field decoration. Again, design some pamphlet to hand out events. Siri makes posters to go out some around the school. Yeah, that's great, no, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're going to put on a poetry performance. What? Monica, everyone is going to choose one poem to recite out loud. It doesn't have to be written by you as long as you put heart into your recitation. But of course, it would be great if you could show up your homework and group parties. We're also going to let everyone comes up with recite their poem too. Yeah, I put things on a poster and say bring your own poems. It's gonna be so cool. Siri puts a poster out her bag, pulls up a C. Are you kidding me, Monica? Don't tell me you start putting this poster up already. Oh, well, I did. You can really think that's a bad idea? You didn't even ask us before we started advertising. We never argued to stand out in front of a bunch of random people and perform our poems. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do anything like that. Imagining it, Yuri shook her hand here. Guys, yes, let's please calm down and take some more and think about it. I understand that you haven't had much experience sharing your poems out loud, but we all haven't done that much. I still think you should try our best. Look around. Monica motions to all of us. We're all here because we have passion for literature in these clubs. If you wanted to share that passion with other people to surprisingly pursue writers, yeah, it's about spreading on yourself and trying new things or while having fun. Lincoln and Nosa had agreements. Natsuki and Yuri, on the other hand, remained silence. Well, I guess that means it's my turn to say something. I mean, I don't think it's much to ask. As Monica said, we're all here because we care about the clubs and we want to see it flourish. And if all that means through magnificent poetry performance, then I think we can manage. Siri and Monica's face lights up as when finished speaking. Hey, it isn't like we don't care about the clubs. Just really happy to perform. You know how hard it is to get new members. Because some people are just narrow-minded. Gee, joke. and they don't even give literature a chance. Yeah. Who to say this space gonna be any different? I'm glad to agree with Natsuki. Sorry, Monica, not how much you want to do this, but I just can't imagine performing in front of a crowd of strangers. Where at least when Yuri and Natsuki have never and they can agree something. Monica sighed, her eyes closed as a rock in her temple. Because I know your answers, I understand that I really do. To be honest with you, I really made him nervous myself. Although it's my club, so people are going to judge me the most. If our performance doesn't go well, Natsuki, it makes you feel any better. I feel my friends will be coming along to lovely people who will judge you on your taste. Are you sure, Monica? But actually, what you say is true because you cannot just build a club just to do nothing. But yikes! I know that for a few years judge me. Even Shiori and Amy. Natsuki have symphonies away, she doesn't look particularly convinced. And Yuri, I know scary though. But I thought of a way to easy it. Why don't we start practicing upon each other in the clubs? No way! Monica, it's too sudden. If you can recite a poem in front of a club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Monica, there's just gonna be something else we can do. Yuri nods victoriously and Natsuki was as anxiously anxiety written all over her face. But guys, no serious, okay. If you guys really think we can do better in poetry performance and glad we go along and really alternative. So any ideas? I was silent fills the room. They all glanced at each other anxiously before Sayori finally speaks up. Oh, we good. Sayori stopped and thinks herself for a moment. Wait, no, never mind. That wouldn't work. Once again, the room was silent, really awkward, right? Well then, because we can come up with something different after all. Like a laughs, attempting to ease the sense of tension in the room. Then you guys might not be most on board in this idea, but I think it's our best option. Please guys, please. Can you stop pressuring us? Well, honestly, surprised Natsuki putting up with such a resistance. I knew she was a little hard-headed, but even still. And not pressuring you, Natsuki. The headrest their voice, Yuri looks a little startled, and Sayori looks anxious to intervene. Guys, there's no need to get angry. Can we just discuss this normally? Monica reflecting on Sayori's words, looking for a little shame of her eyebrows. Sorry, I didn't mean to raise my voice. It's just this festival is important to me. That's all. Ever since I grew up in this club, I always wanted to show other people. Yuri, I imagine you both a little apprehensive when I come John, right? After all, he was an unfamiliar face. She smiles wondering at me, but looks he's integrating really well. And just skip buttons straight out. You make an effort to get to know us, our individual brain style. She turns to Yuri, and Yuri remembered at the start when he asked you about for book recommendation. Yuri nods and Monica shows her unknowing smiles. Must have been lonely or lovely. I mean, lonely at first, but then you try to recommend something to your friends, and then your friends get excited and they want to know your stuff. It's really lovely. Being able to share books you're so passionate about with your new person, right? Yes, it was enjoyable discussing with you, iPhong. Yeah, likewise, it isn't something I normally read, so without you, it would be gone by unnoticed. See guys, maybe we find more people who just into horror, Yuri. More like many people. Now come on, tell me that isn't a pure idea. Yes, of course, Marie, my biggest issue is with the actual performance experience of the festival. Well, like I say, I know it's scary talk, but performing in front of a bunch of strangers, trust me, when I say I have full faith in you and all of you. Your poems are amazing, guys, and I know people will love them. It's almost criminal not to shut them up. So what do you think, guys? For me, for us? Fine. Still think it's a good idea, but fine, I'll do it, so stop tripping us. Thanks, Natsuki. You, Yuri? Yeah, Yuri nervously glances at each other, expectant faces. But Monica, what if people start being inconsiderate and disturb us a laugh? I mean, they sure do, but it doesn't mean you give up, right? I suppose Yuri is worrying about this. Oh, don't you worry, if anyone stay out of line, I suppose we'll stop with that. Sure. But she has a stern glint in her eyes, and I haven't repressed a shiver. I'm glad she with us. Yuri looks somewhat relieved, and it's clear that she's still worried. She's swallowing nods. I suppose I don't really have a choice, do I? I shake my head. Okay, I do it. Yay! Yay! Thanks everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This girl seems to be not leaving up me. Maybe do great, Yuri. Just trust me. But anyway, let's move back to the main event. If we have time, I want each of you to choose a poem of yours to practice reciting in front of each other. During Nasuki exchange an uneasy glance, but to say anything. Don't worry, I go first so everyone feels a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. The first through her notebook searching for specific poems. Here we are. The title of this poem is The Way to Fly. Monica begins to recite her poems like the original game. A clear, confident voice fills the room. She got more approvals from people, but I don't know. Her eyes move across the place in syncs, written on her lips. Everyone has a perfect amount of emotion put behind it, making it almost come to life. Her inflection is extraordinary. I'm impressed by it, judging by a quick glance around me, so is everyone else. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face I don't understand. She's worried though. Even Natsuki's sour attitude is replaced by awe. Finally, Monica's registered a recitation follows applause. The brilliant smile. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to say the example. Ready to go next, Sayori? Yep. Sayori jumps up on a chair and takes Monica a piece of her front place at the front in the room. This poem is called. How do you do it so easily, Monica? Well, try to imagine you're alone reciting yourself. It's a poem, so it comes based that way. Oh, I think I get it. Sayori announced to herself. Anyway, this poem is called My Needle. Sayori begins reciting her poems. It seems as if her soft voice is a perfect match. As for the poem itself, it has similar tones when compared to other ones, especially yet somewhere at the same time really sweet with the poet. Hearing the poems, Sayori was almost clear an entire new meaning. I think it is what Sayori means when she says it's like poems. She likes seeing a whole new side of someone who talks new completely. Sayori finishes with all proud. I did. Yep, good job. Sayori thinks as she always walks back. As she walks back on to the seat. So who will go next? As Yuri and I look at each other nervously. I open my mouth, but Yuri beats me into a punch. I go. Nice, thanks for showing initiative, Yuri. Yes. He rushes over a podium, clutching a sheet of paper in her hand. This poem is called. Yuri freezes as she looks up at us. Can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of Crimson Eyes. Yuri begins to recite poems, however, she differs with the more she reads, the more confident she becomes. Similar to what happened when she gets herself in her books. Shy, apprehensive, Yuri is unused to is replaced by a fierce and confident woman. The poem is like a amazing structure with twists and turns every line. Yuri is amazing and uninitiated, and with each word with perfect timing. This might be a rare glimpse into a whirling fire Yuri keeps considering inside her head. Suddenly she finished, and one is done. Yuri snaps back into reality and glares around her as if she realized even herself. Monica's the first to start applauding. Not me, really? Well, that's changed. She patiently follow along, and as soon as the room is filled with the sound of applause, Yuri ducks in her head and embarrassment shy and a smile creeping over her face. Yuri, that was really good, like I said, you don't need to have anything to worry about. Thanks for sharing. Thanks. Guess Yuri for that funny day. So who like to go next? Natsuki? Why should I go before iPhong? It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let iPhong lower everyone's standards before I go. Natsuki. Monica hastens to just entice her extremely for his sympathizing look. That's kind of rude, don't you think you should apologize to iPhong? Natsuki's face turns red as the girls turn to look at her. I decide to spare Natsuki for his embarrassment. Hey, it's really no big deal. I end up going at some point anyway, might as well do it now. Things that I don't have much of a selection to choose from. I just have to go with the work today. Step in front of the podium, everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel really terrible awkward. I take a deep breath in my head and repeat to myself as someone can get this theory. Just imagine you're alone like you're listening to yourself. Oh lord. My house is the first thing that comes to my way. I think of being alone. Seeing rapidly develop in my head, like I'm recalling some memory. Sitting alone on my desk, dim light hanging from the ceiling gives a warmth to my room. This is warm to the room. For me, it's a poem I had just finished. The ink from my pen still fresh on the page. I pick up the notebook and begin to write it aloud. But I'm not most confident. I still try to put energy into it. I can almost hear my voice echoing on my bedroom wall. God. And the music silent too, no? As I finish the sound pause pull me out my daydream. I'm back in the clubroom staying at the podium right at the girls sporadically applause my performance. That was good, iPhong. I guess. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't think it's writing abilities that rather your lack of confidence that weigh you down. That's something that improves over time though, so don't worry. Yeah, okay. Thanks. Alright then, let's just leave you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Let's just say this, Natsuki begrudgingly get out of the seat and makes her way to the podium. Go on, let's go. Stop looking at me. You're presenting. You don't have to stare straight in my soul though. She takes a moment to compose herself. Anyway, this tone goes chill. Natsuki takes a breath. While her voice is enthusiastic, the poems a surprising amount of energy to it. Rhyme ties into each other seamlessly, creating a flow that moves not the poem along at a brisk pace. The words seem to bounce up and down with a rhythm, seemingly making a poem comes alive. It's Natsuki's signature style, and it works exceptionally well when I read out loud. She quickly finishes and helps as she makes her way back to her CY rehearsal. That was so bad, wasn't it? She stares at the poems and blankly for a second before replying. Easy for you to say, you better not make me do that again. Oh well, that's what we're gonna do at the festival, so we at least feel confident enough to do it in front of the crowd. I guess not like there's any other choice. And I guess it'd be easier doing in front of other people. I can't just put on whatever face I want with strangers. I don't care about what they think me. I don't care about what they think of me. But when it's just my friend, it's embarrassing. They had the idea we have to perform. She muttered the last sentence under her breath. The others probably didn't even hear it. And it's like Natsuki was stubborn, but this is a whole other level. However, it doesn't look like she's going along with the ideas of performing for the festival. But at least for now, since she's basically out of it and can't come up with another idea anyway. But it's not a surprise for me, it's the other way around. For me, it's better with the stranger rather than people who closest to me because they're gonna judge me. And I'm gonna get humiliated. Having all those people looking at you, judging you, I don't like thinking about it. I can't relate to that. He reads murmurs quietly. The thought of so many eyes observing your every word all at once. As she tries up, shaking her head. But that's just how it is, so. She sighs in frustration. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much of a worry about the festival. Speaking of which, I want to thank you all for performance. Yeah, it might be difficult, but now we have a general idea of what we like. Now we'll be able to prepare ourselves. So pick our phone and show it to me by tomorrow, okay? I need you to know so I can make your pamphlet over the weekends. I should probably find a different poem to decide. I know you prefer if you use our own poetry, but I'm probably going to pick a poem from a poet I like or something. But when it makes you feel comfortable, iPhong. I'm only pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort into your loves. No expectation, huh? I mean, it's still a good idea for newbies to use a poem that's from the very poet. More like any effort you put in, it makes me happy in general. Monica smiles at me and then turns to smile to everyone else. That's because for everyone here, thanks for going along with its last minute plans. Anyway, I think it's about that's it. today. Let's do try and find one for tomorrow, okay? I know the festival coming up is been working out nicely in the past few days, and I'd like it to continue. Tomorrow we finalize who's doing what for the festival, and then we have the weekend to prepare. Remember, we have till Monday. It'll be so much fun. It will be so much fun. I can't wait. We all stand up packing away our things. How Monica will stop us. Alright, guys. Suppose it's going to strain our hands in hand. Scout journey does mean so much to me, and I really appreciate what you bring to the way. You guys are the best. In typical fashion, Navigator just rolls the eye. He smiles tenderly and Wesley makes a hard smile. Let's scare all the way. I hope you regret this. That's okay, Monica. Nothing thanks us for. We really appreciate what you made of us. I can't help but catch Yuri muttering under her breath after she says this. I can't do this. You can't do this. Yeah, I love it here. We can't have to spread here because it's a place for other people. Yeah, you're so good, Monica. Alright. Let's now grab my bags, but I'm certainly not as enthusiastic as Monica is saying about the festival. But I can put that later day drinks down again. I think that will be alright. Yeah, think about nobody's here. Listen to your thing. As far as several the clubs, not to mention embracing the girls. Once I put it back up, I walk over to the ceremony. There you go. Yeah. Just don't you ever get tired of always walking home with iPhong, sorry? Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Well, don't mind her, you guys just more adorable than anything. Alright, no need to make such a big deal of it. It must be a new nice though. Yeah, I guess. Oh, jeez. So let's go already, Sayori. Okay. Joseph begins to walk home. A lot of change past few days. Lost in thoughts, I don't even notice how quiet Sayori being until we're almost back home. There's a lot going on in the club now, eh? I bet you think about a new vice president Kaicho with this that you have to deal with in the club's business. Are you trying to ask me if I should teach you or do anything? Yeah. Anything special on your minds? Not really. Sorry, do you want to talk? I mean, we don't have to even think about that stuff. No, it's nice talking to you. I was thinking about something earlier. It's nice to be, never mind, it's nothing else. Something is on mine. Sure. Sounding a little like Yuri right now. Yeah. I guess just have a question for you, iPhong. What's up? So it goes a little before speaking. So let's just say that one day Yuri asks to work on with you. What would you do? What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me spot here. Well, not gonna teach you anyway. Should not do that. Sorry. What will be your goals? Sorry, pauses a moment. She glanced at me from the side before turning away. But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, why me? Her reply surprised me. I'm not sure how to answer what she wants to hear. I already see her in the club every day, so you always seem to really like going home together. Wouldn't it just ruin that for you? You're so silly, iPhong. And she gives me a plain smile. You think about me too much sometimes. Really would be sorry if she wanted to. Sorry, I already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, like I said, I enjoy catching up with you again. I will exchange time for another girl. I hope with you is talking about just anything, just great throwback. But she doesn't seem happy as I imagine I may borrow our childhood book lesson. Strange. The conversation share off. It's kind of weird thing to say we care so much about. I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Siri and I part away without saying any words. I reach my house and I open the door. I'm home even though there's nobody around. And the music change. It's gonna be sad, isn't it? No response. I'm alone as usual. I'm a motor boy myself, taking myself as a protagonist of manga again. Yep, you are, man. Must be you going so crazy. Once you go on a business trip, she's never home anymore. Miss her, but I don't blame her or anything. It's hard enough to provide for yourself that alone again. So I'm alone, I decided to make her instant meal for dinner, making it from my cabinet like 5 soup cups. Mr. Soup sounds good. I unwrap the packaging, pour in some water and place the meal in the microwave. I closed my mind wandered back in my performance earlier. I daydream was so vivid, so realistic. I pulled up in performance again, but this time from crowd. It wasn't even that great in the first place, just doing it in front of girls and nerve-wracking. Guess I'm not really used to being around people again. Maybe that's it. Think about it, I guess I haven't been such constantly isolating myself from people ever since 34s. Before, even in some cases, I wonder when I started showing myself. Maybe yeah, that's why part of why Siri I dreamed about over the past few years. It wasn't intentional or anything. It just happened. At least I don't think it was intentional. I'm categorically gonna be hurt in the literature clubs. It's given me something to do, something to look forward that isn't anime or video games. Yeah, I really want to do something else too. Just being an introvert all day. And talking with girls has made me feel more appreciated. It's nice feeling something that been missing for me ever since the divorce. Maybe that's why Sayori likes walking home with me. It makes her feel appreciated. Sayori. The more I think about it, the more concerned for her I get. She said some pretty weird stuff, but I guess people just have their off day. Maybe she just changed a little bit over the years. Pretty normal, right? I like to think I'll be able to tell something was up there, other opinion or recent distance. I'm not sure. Sure, we start talking again, but there's no so much time. Maybe that's changed. We go back to how we used to be. I hope. Okay, that stuff sound on microwave. I mean, good food, right? I mean, it's just something that you eat when you're alone. And you know what? I'm gonna end this video right here. I'm gonna save in page 6. And wow, I apologize for not talking much during the script, but it's just talking over and over again. But still, there's something new actually, because I picked out the other characters, and then series just not the same script. And then my memory is so bad, so I don't remember if Yuri and Natsuki was a different script. I think remember Natsuki still getting angry at Yuri because I made a thumbnail about the script that she will get it, trying to make just her get it, which is a success. It's getting there, and Yuri just shy as ever. I hope she can get through this, but yeah, we've been through up Natsuki's rap before, and I don't know how it's gonna turn out in this series route. I mean, that's what I'm planning to do, right? And yeah. Anyway, thank you guys and girls so much for watching, and I hope Monica's, Sayori, Yuri, and Natsuki is not gonna be sad in the next episode or even in a really important day. So yeah. Thank you guys and girls so much for watching, and as always, hasta la vista. Okay, I need to get some water. My throat is getting hurt right now after doing a lot of things in the house.